Welcome all. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to
Vaughn Radio.
It's the show with no name. That's right, on Vaughn Radio. And it's time for
T-minus 10.
Liftoff.
9, 8,
7. Do it with
6,
me.
5,
4, 3, 2. Come on.
1, 0. Ignition.
Do it with me.
Liftoff.
And we're off.
Liftoff. 30 minutes after the hour.
Get ready. Hold on to your hats. Strap on your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelts. Hold on to your hats. Get ready
For the ride of your life.
The show with no name time.
On Vaughn Radio.
It's the show with no name. It's the show. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Now we're talking. Ahora sí. Show with no name time, folks. All aboard. If you're with us in the live stream, then you'll see I've got my latest book. This book is the shit. I've got it in my hands, and you can have it in your hands. All you have to do is go over to Vaughn Tienda, our online bookshop, and you can find anything and everything you need to improve your English. It's Vaughn Tienda. I personally have 5 books in there. Well, 5 books that I've written, and then I've got a few books that I've voiced, that I've participated. Oh man, I'm lying. I'd say there are probably 20 or 30 different materials in our tienda, our online and bookshop in person, that I have personally participated on. Plus, Ximena, I mean, we've got a dream team. A shout out to our editorial department. That's Carmen, Claudia, and Ximena, also Kike. All the amazing materials that you guys get here at the Vaughn Tienda and at the book fair. Folks, they're all made with TLC. TLC, como el grupo de música. Don't go chasing waterfalls. TLC, tender, loving care. Ese toque de cariño, ese toque de amor. You know, doing things just with a little extra oomph, un poco de energía de más. All right, well, folks, I've got something to tell you. It's your last chance, and I've got to say this. I've seen so many of you so far, hasta ahora, at the book fair, but I haven't seen you all, so it's your last chance. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time of year again. Spring has sprung. And that means it's time for the book fair at the Retiro Park in Madrid. It kicks off on May 26th till June 11th. Join us at Grupo Vaughn's stand 312, 312. I'll be there with Damian Moya presenting our latest book. And my amigos will be there signing their books as well. Don't miss
Julia Linares, or Jules, host of the Let's Get Random show.
Dave Boys, host of The Salads.
Jimena Holiday, host of Test Your English.
Guy Williams, host of Western Civilization.
Natasha Pasqua, host of Back to Basics.
Kyle Miller from The Drive Time Show.
Richard Vaughn.
And many more. Meet your favorite Vaughn presenters, teachers, and authors at Feria del Libro 2023. Stand 312. Check out our website for the complete schedule, grupovaughn.com, and follow us on social media for further updates. Feria del Libro 2023. with Vaughan at the Retiro Park in Madrid. Join us at stand 312. That's right, folks. I'll be there with Damian. Your last chance to come see us and get the book signed, unless you are in Barcelona, which is an amazing place. We'll be there on the 16th, el 16, June 16th. Damian Moya and myself, yours truly, we will be at Libreria Alibri. That's a tongue twister para mí. Un trabalenguas. Libreria Alibri. It's a famous bookshop in Barcelona. We'll be there on the 16th at 6:30 p.m. presenting This Book is the Shit. And we'll be in Madrid on June 11th at the Feria del Libro, stand 312 from 11 to 2. I hope to see you all there. All right, folks, let's rock and roll into today's pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Yeah. Pop quiz. Come on. Yeah. Let's go. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. That's right, amigos. It is our pop quiz only on the show with no name, and this one comes from our amiga Tosh Pasqua, the host of Back to Basics, and Tosh Pasqua will be at the book fair with me. That's right, Damian and I will be there from 11 to 2. She'll be there from 12 to 2. So if you want to see all three of us get there around 12, it's stand 312, and we're really looking forward to seeing each and every one of you. All right, let's see what Tosh has got planned for us today. These challenges come from her Twitter, which is Tosh Pasqua, @ Tosh Pasqua. And you can follow her show either at 3 o'clock every day live on the Vaughn Radio app, or you can check it out wherever you listen to podcasts. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Tosh and her program, Back to Basics, is in the top charts, las listas top, in iVox. Así que excellent news for Tosh. If you guys want to follow her, I highly recommend you follow her and follow her program. Here's your translation for today. It's, si vas a Inglaterra, tienes que probar el fish and chips. Lo he pronunciado a la española, eh? It's fish and chips, not fish and chips. Okay, just want to let you know. So escucho. I know people who would say fish and chips, like como si fuera una I latina, but it's not. Fish and chips. Fish and chips. So, si vas a Inglaterra, I think this one's going to be pretty easy. We'll see if you guys can handle it. I imagine you can, knowing your level. And si vas a Inglaterra, tienes que probar el fish and chips. And folks, really exciting stuff. Also, the surveys are in. Los sondeos. I mean, we didn't really do surveys, but you guys are letting us know how you feel about our latest material. This book is the shit. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm glad you get it. Me alegro de que lo pilles. You know, I didn't, just because we think it's a good idea and a fun way to learn English doesn't mean you guys will. And you got it. So thank you so much. Remember, you can pick up This Book is the Shit wherever fine books are sold.
Alberto, viene Tom Cruise al hormiguero y tengo que decirle una cosa. Tengo que decirle, vamos al lío. ¿Cómo se lo digo?
Vamos al lío, tío. Eso es facilísimo. Piensa en la canción de DJ Tiesto. Let's get down to business. Give me one more time
together.
Let's get down
to business. Let's get down to business. Ah, lo sabía, pero no sabía que lo sabía. Aprende inglés con canciones, películas, videojuegos, series, personajes, onomatopeyas. Todas las cosas que te rodean están en inglés, pero no te das cuenta de que ya las tienes en la cabeza. Solamente hay que colocarlas. Y para eso, utiliza nuestro tercer libro, This Book is the Shit, por Alberto Alonso
y Damián Moya.
Así da gusto aprender.
Oh, yeah. All right, amigos, let's go on over to our chat room and see who's on board and ready to rock along with us. Born to Iron Man says, morning, folks. Morning to you, Born to Iron Man. I hope you're doing well. All right, we got Kubla in the house, and he says, good morning, cute peeps. I'm going to try and give it the old college try. All right, I'm going to give you a totally native, a little bit redundant using the word try 2 times, but I like the idiomatic expression. The old college try. Venga, vamos a intentarlo por si las moscas, ¿no? The old college try. All right, Chris. Chris says, good morning, awesome crew. What's up, Chris? Laura in the house. Also, they were both at the book fair bringing their magic, their special brand of magic. And Laura says, good morning, gorgeous show with no namers. Let's have a terrific time together. You know I love alliteration. I love when things sound good together like that. Look at my name, Alberto Alonso. It's second nature. Es innato. I love, if you listen to any of the intros of my FYI podcast, there's a lot of alliteration in there on purpose. By the way, last week's episode was on Steve Jobs. Well, this week, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot what's coming out this week. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. Let me check it out. Thank God I can check stuff here. What are we going to be looking at? We've got the Brooklyn Bridge. Oh yeah. We're going to be discovering the Brooklyn Bridge this week on FYI. And you'll see that the Brooklyn Bridge is more than a story about a structure or an iconic bridge. It's a story about family and perseverance. It's fascinating, to be honest. So wherever you get your Vaughn podcasts, you can listen to For Your English. Let's see, Kubla participating in Tasha's Twitter challenge from Back to Basics. And he says, if you go to England, you have to try fish and chips. Yeah. Just make sure you guys are pronouncing it correctly. I always tell you guys that story. If you've heard it, sorry, but it's important to know this. My wife ordered chips when we were in England. And I got to be honest, she said cheaps. And the guy's like, what do you mean cheap? What do you mean cheap? I'm like, dude, I had to tell him, come on, man, you sell sandwiches and chips, fries, we call them. You understood, right? Come on. So that was him being very British. Like, sorry, can't understand you. But in his defense, okay, he didn't look like the smartest guy, the sharpest tool in the shed, as we say. But I think he was taking the piss. Creo que se estaba como mofando un poco. But I put an end to that very quickly. But it's not cheaps, it's chips. Fish and chips. So if you go to England, y fijaos, I didn't say go to, I said go to. Go to. Why? Because that's how I say it. If you go to England, go to England es muy difícil. So we take a little shortcut. If you go to England, you have to Oh, mira, I don't say have to. Have to. If you go to England, you have to try the fish and chips. All right, let's see. Anybody else? Born to Iron Man says, if you get to England, eso es si consigues llegar. So it's a little bit different. Unos ir, otros consigues llegar. So if you get to England, you have to taste fish and chips. Hey, that'll work. To try, to taste. Great. There's Chris Valrol. And she says, if you go to England, you have to try the fish and chips. Oh, man. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting hungry. And don't tell me fish and chips is not good. It's like everything. If you use fresh fish and the right potatoes and nice malt vinegar, it's a delicious dish. You know, so there's fish and there's fish. Obviously, frozen fish is the same everywhere. But I have had some gourmet, not gourmet, but homemade fish and chips, or at a place where they said it's not frozen. We batter it and we bread it and everything ourselves here. And I think they use beer batter, masa de cerveza. Is anybody getting hungry right now? Oh man, why? Why did we start here? We could have talked about the Brooklyn Bridge, and here we are talking about fish and chips. Thanks, Tosh. You know you're feeding the lions over here. All right, let's see. Laura says, if you go to England, you have to try the fish and chips. Excellent. Excellent job, Laura. There's Leo. He says, if you're ever in England, look at Leo showing us why he's a poet. If you're ever, si estás ahí alguna vez, I love it, in England, and you are a masochist, you're taking creative license here, you must try the famous fish and chips. Well, again, it's like everywhere. Think about Spain. The guiris who come to Madrid and order a paella in the Plaza Mayor, are they getting what you and I would know as a paella? You know, people who go to the United States and they go to Pizza Hut, are they getting really what would be New York, like real pizza? You know? No. So there's pizza and there's pizza. Well, it's like everything. There's fish and chips. I have had fish and chips that were fresh and delicious. Delicious. Absolutely delicious with an ice cold beer. Well, no, I had to order an ice cold beer. They didn't have any, though. You know, the British, they love their warm beer. Not true. It's just, well, different beers are served at different temperatures. So ales and these kind of beers, these darker, more bitter beers are served not as cold. But honestly, I don't care what kind of beer it is. I like it cold. I'm very Spanish in that way. And in the States, we like it cold too. Ice cold, Molson ice, and everything's ice, you know? So there you go. Let's see. There's Monse in the house. What's up, Monse? She says, howdy, pals. Howdy. Eso es muy, muy tejano. Yep, howdy. Howdy, pals. Howdy, partners. Si quieres rematar con el tejano 100% a lo Richard Vaughan. Howdy, partners. Howdy. There's Nihad. He says, good morning, Mr. Alberto and friends. Let's get down. Oh, just careful. Pero está bien que lo has puesto. It's not let's get down the business. It's let's get down to business. So it's two. So if I say let's get down to business, I'm saying vamos al lío. Like the song. The good thing about the song is he says it a million times in the song. But I could get how you hear the business. Let's get down the business. And the song is called The Business. So I get it, Nihad. But the expression is, and what he says at that part is, let's get down to business. Notice we don't say to, otra vez, el have to. It's to. Oye, I don't make the rules. I'm just letting you know. Let's see. There's Monse. She says, if you ever go to England, you've got to try fish and chips. Absolutely. Excellent. Let's see. Laura says, or the brightest bulb in the box. Great expression. We say, he isn't the sharpest tool in the shed. So, cobertizo, I think you say. Es un sitio donde guardas las herramientas. The lawnmower, no el cortacésped. Things that you don't want in the house. And if you don't have a garage, or your garage has your car in it, you don't have room. In the States, it's very common to have a shed. So, he isn't the sharpest tool in the shed. He isn't the brightest bulb in the box. You want to know my favorite one? Es buenísima. He's a few... apúntala, eh? He's a few fries short of a Happy Meal. Unas cuantas patatas fritas se queda corto para hacer un Happy Meal. Hey, it's an expression. He's a few fries short of a Happy Meal. No da para más, el pobre. Let's see, Kubla. Kubla says, I think they use cod. Bacalao. I'm just kidding. I know it's bacalao. Really scrumptious. Well, it depends. I mean, the idea is a white kind of fish like that. So I've seen it made with different kinds of fish, but cod is very, very common. Let's see. Chris Valrol giving us the information. Thank you so much, Chris. Librería Alibri, Calle Balmes 26. This is Friday, June 16th at 6:30 p.m. I wish I could come see you again. I know, Chris. Well, at least we got to see you at the book fair, and I hope to see all of you over there. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Kubla says, my mouth starts watering. Oh, yeah. Well, if you guys are like me, then, you know, food is definitely something you think about a lot. Let's see. Kubla says, if you order a paella in Plaza Mayor, you're likely to get a rip-off. Or más natural, you're likely to get ripped off, right? Instead of a rip-off. Yeah, no doubt. Well, it's the same thing. Like, you know, you want to go get a burger in Times Square, you're going to pay the Times Square tax, the tourist tax. Now, if you want to go get a burger where New Yorkers do, you just have to pay attention and ask somebody who lives there. Somebody who looks like they enjoy burgers. Yeah, I remember once in Plaza Mayor in Madrid. This was like, I would say 15 years ago now. And I was charged €4 for a tubo, what you call a tubo de cerveza, these tall glasses. €4. And I'm not talking about 10 years ago. I'm talking about 15 years ago. And I was like, okay, I will not. And you know what? I was with a bunch of Geedies. They're like, we want to sit here. I'm like, said nobody ever. Nobody from here, you know. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. The buildings, the area, Calle Cuchilleros. Oh, my God. Hemingway knew what he was talking about. So awesome stuff. Let's see. We've got Jonathan Angel. He says, good morning, y'all. What's up, Jonathan? Welcome aboard. He says, good morning, y'all. New follower here. I love your content. Oh, thank you, and welcome. A warm welcome to Jonathan. I see your classmates are welcoming you with open arms. That's a great song. You know the song? So now I come to you with open arms. All right, I'll stop. I don't want it to rain, but you know, I love teaching you English with music. Now, what I'm realizing is we have to go to a quick commercial break right now. The good news. We'll be right back with so much more Show with No Name up ahead. We're going to look at our Say What soundbite, our spelling bee. We've got Name That Movie, Name That Lyric, my jokes. I know you love my jokes. You just can't get enough. There I go with music again. You just can't get enough. You just can't get enough. Neither can I. I'm enjoying it just as much, if not more, than you guys. I really look forward to being here with you every day on the show with no name. It's an honor and a pleasure to have students as kind, majos, as driven, motivados, and as cool. La verdad es que sois guays. Chachi Piruli, guay del Paraguay. Say it however you want. That's you guys. All right, we'll be right back with the second part of today's show. So if I were you guys, I wouldn't even think of going anywhere. Stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to the show with no name. Exclusively on Vaughn Radio, where you've got amazing programs all day long. Remember to download our free app. And this way, you never miss a beat. No te pierdes ni una. Also, I'd like to let you guys know about a special deal we've got going on right now. It's called 20 hasta el 20. It's easy to remember. What does that mean? It means you will get a 20% discount. You heard me, 20% discount until the 20th of June. So step on it. If you're interested in our Vaughn Summer Intensives, which I highly recommend. I've taught them for many, many years. Oh, man. It's one of my favorite things because I loved teaching in companies and in the corporate world. That was fun. It was very different to what I'm used to. I've never been a corporate guy. You know, not my style. Not my style. But, folks, they used to be called, some of you might be familiar, they used to be called Summer Impacts. Now it's the Vaughn Summer Intensives. And as I just said, you will get a 20% discount if you reserve from now until June 20th. But that means you've got to step on it. You've got to take advantage of this offer. You can get more information on our website, grupovaughn.com. And now it's time for Say What? Say what? What? It's the Say What soundbite on the show with no name. It's the Say What soundbite, getting deep in your brain. Yeah, Say What soundbite, folks. Oh, don't hate me. Don't hate me. Today, it's going to be tough. Going to be really tough today. But I think you guys can handle it. Honestly, I think you'll definitely be able to handle it. All right. Let's get into it, folks. It's our Say What soundbite. This is where you hear all different accents, all different cadences. You're going to hear a little bit of everything, and also all different situations, which I think is great. It's good to hear people when they're panicking and hear what happens to their voice, or when they're relaxed, or when they're hiding something, right? So I want you to analyze all that stuff, not just the English, but, what's going on. And then I want you to give it to me in your best English. All right, amigos, is everybody ready here? This is the Say What soundbite for the first time.
Ma, listen, get your stuff together and head for Anna's. Don't argue with me, just go. David, why did I just send my mother to Atlanta? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I gotta call my brother. I better call my housekeeper. I gotta call my lawyer. Forget my lawyer.
All right. Okay. I thought it was funny. Definitely an interesting voice there, wouldn't you say? Not your run-of-the-mill voice. And run-of-the-mill is ordinario, or cualquiera, right? Not your run-of-the-mill is la expresión. So maybe you'll recognize it. It's a lot of Americans know that voice, because this person, has been in the public eye, has been in show business for a long time. All right, so we'll see what you guys heard over there. Let me give it to you a second time, and then we'll discuss it. We'll see what you guys heard. And I want you to tell me in your best English what you heard. Is everybody ready? This is the second listen of the Say What soundbite.
Ma, listen, get your stuff together and head for Anna's. Don't argue with me, just go. David, why did I just send my mother to Atlanta? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I gotta call my brother. I better call my housekeeper. I gotta call my lawyer. Forget my lawyer.
All right, there we go, folks. There we go. It is definitely the Say What soundbite. Not an easy one today, but I know it's doable, and I know you guys are going to be able to figure it out, or at least most of it. And you know what? I think everybody can participate in this first part, because the first part is giving your opinion. And normally people love to do that, even when you don't ask them for it. All right, folks. Let's see what we've got going on in our chat room. We've got Dad. What's up, Dad? He says, good morning, Alberto, friends and family. Greetings from Greenwood Lake, New York, on the other side of the pond. Ready to learn, ready to laugh, and ready to have some fun. And there's German as well. German says, morning, guys. How you doing? Great, German. Now that you guys are all here, and we've got Jonathan who's with us for the first time. How exciting. Very, very cool. See what happens when you guys spread the word? Cuando difundéis. Oh, el ace, esa me cuesta la vida. Difundí. Oh. When you, te lo digo en inglés. It's an English class, right? When you spread the word, more and more people discover the show with no name, Vaughn Radio, all our materials, our world, right? And it's an awesome world for people who want to learn English, right? And you don't even have to spend any money. Okay, you can just listen to Vaughn Radio and follow us, and you're going to learn English. But if you want to invest 17 euros, you can get my latest book. This book is the shit. Well, I'm so excited. Guys, it hasn't even been out for 2 weeks. So if you got it, you were one of the early adopters, as we say. Uno de los primeros. You are a trailblazer. ¿Conocéis los Portland Trailblazers? Un marca caminos, un pionero. A lot easier, I guess, to say pioneer, right? All right, let's see. Jonathan's like, it's not just my first day. I'm ready to participate. I know what I heard, and I'm going to tell you right now. All right, Jonathan, let's see what you got, buddy. Jonathan says he's frantic and hyperventilating about an upcoming event. Short, sweet, and spot on, Jonathan. Nice start. Nice. Very nice. Let's see. Monse says, I've heard. Now, in American English, I don't know. I can't tell you about British English. You can ask some of my colleagues here at Von Radio. But I would say I heard, porque ya lo oí, right? So I heard an American guy in a clip from a movie or a series. Yeah, it sounds dramatic. That's good, too. I like that we can delineate between, for example, somebody who's being interviewed and speaking in a natural way and somebody who's like, oh, my God, oh, get that. You know, something that's being acted, interpretado. So great. And it sounded like he made a mess in the room or even committed a crime and wonders who to call first. Excellent job. Monse in the house. In the house. Nice job, Monse. Here's Laura. Laura says, I heard the panting voice. Great vocabulary. All of you. I heard the panting voice. Pant is what a dog does. In fact, there's a really good joke. So, jadear, I think you say? Dog pants joke. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay. Let's see. I know there's a joke. Let me see if I can find it here. Okay, all right. What does it... No, that's not the one. Okay, hold on. In the summer or the winter. Winter? Hang on. I got to find this joke, guys. It's really good, and I know if I try and remember it. Why does a dog wear pants? What is it over here? Dog wear pants in the... Hold on. I'm gonna find it, guys, no matter what. Okay? What does a dog do that a man... No? In the summer. Maybe it's the summer. Yeah, he pants in the summer. Something like that. Okay. What wears a coat all winter? There it is. I got it. I told you I was going to get it. This is a riddle. Un acertijo. It wasn't easy to find. I thought the internet would find it faster for me here. Okay. Hold on. I don't think I copied that. Here. Hold on. All right. We're going to put it here in... All right. There you go, guys. I've got the joke so you can take a look at it. I just added it to the chat room. What wears a coat in the winter and pants in the summer? A dog. A coat es pelaje también. Like dogs have a coat of hair. Okay? And to pant is and pants, pantalones. So you get it? What wears a coat all winter and pants in the summer? A dog. There you go, folks. I just shared it with you in the group. It took me a while to find it, but as you can see, it's worth it because it's got a double entendre. All right. Great stuff over there. Laura Kubla says, I heard a shaken up American man directing somebody to leave and choking up a bit. He says he has to reach out to some people in order to help him out. All right, Kubla. Great job. Leo. A character with a metallic, like brassy, we would say. Brass. Like brass is latón, right? So great. A character with a metallic or brassy voice recommends someone leave or die, even though he's not going to call his lawyer. Good ear. No va a llamar a su abogado. It sounds like someone's living a nightmare. Wonderful observations, guys. Wonderful. Nihad says, an American man is terrified about something that is happening. He is saying that he has to urgently call his brother and his lawyer. All right, guys. I got to say, You have done a wonderful job so far. Anybody else? Right? ¿Ves, Monse? This is how I would use it. So, como no lo cerré todavía, I said, you've done a wonderful job so far. Hasta ahora. Now, if we start the next section, then I'll say, you guys did a nice job in the last section, because the last section's over. So that's the American rule. If you're done doing it, if it's wrapped, even if it's a minute ago, it's the past. Now, the British, I know they don't necessarily agree with us on that. All right, going once, going twice. Anybody else? All right, well, we've got to move on because, as you guys know, we've got so much to do on our show. So it's time for our Spelling Bee.
Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee.
That's right, folks. That's right. It's our Spelling Bee only on the show with no name. And this is where we take a look at a topic, usually, un tema, just like FYI, but we only stay on it for about 5 or 10 minutes, and we do it as a Spelling Bee. But it's the same idea. You know, looking at one topic and looking at the English that revolves around that topic. Now, obviously, on FYI, my podcast, we go more in depth, right? But here, we just talk a little bit about a topic, and we practice our spelling, we practice taking dictation, and tons of other stuff along the way. All right, let's see. We've got Chris participating in our Say What, and then we're going to get right into our Spelling Bee. Let's see. Chris says, I heard an American man who doesn't sound like a charming guy. No suena como this would be. Because as es más, he works as, trabaja como, pero esto es comparación a un tipo que sí que lo es. So he doesn't sound like a charming guy. He's gasping a little bit. Great vocabulary. He's gasping a little bit. Maybe because he's so excited about calling his brother. Guys, all of you, really wonderful job. All right, everybody ready? This is round one of our Spelling Bee, ladies and gentlemen. These should be capitalized. I'll tell you right now, capitalize all of these words. The first one is SOUNDGARDEN. The second one is PEARL space JAM. The third one is ALICE space IN space CHAINS. The fourth one is NIRVANA. The fifth one, QUEENSRYCHE. And the last one is JIMI space HENDRIX. Whoa. All right, give me a second there. Give me a second, folks. All right, what if I give you a little clue here? And I can give you a clue by playing the rock and roll intro of FYI. So I guess it has something to do with rock and roll?
Some say it's about rising up and rebellion. To others, it's a religion, a rite of passage. Whether you are wailing away on a guitar or yelling into a mic with all your might, wow! One thing is true. This musical movement has both molded and moved us generation after generation. We'll revisit the radical world of rock and roll on today's FYI.
Welcome to... All right, folks. And I just shared with you in the group, I just shared the 2 episodes. That's right. Remember, every week you get 2 episodes. So I shared the first episode and the bonus episode of FYI on rock and roll. If you're a music lover, you'll really enjoy those episodes. And again, you can get that podcast. Just hit follow on Spotify. What are the other ones? I always forget. Apple Podcasts, iVox, Deezer, Tweezer, and all the rest. Bueno, Tweezer no es. No, a tweezer es lo que usas para quitar your eyebrow hairs. You pluck with a tweezer. No se me ocurre la palabra en español. A tweezer saca. You guys are very logical with this stuff. Saca pelos. Tweezer. Pincita. There you go. Okay. All right. Well, let's take a look over here at our spelling bee. It looks like we've got a few people taking a stab at it. First up, we've got Born to Iron Man. And ladies and gentlemen, the first one's right. The second one, we've got a winner here. Unbelievable speed and accuracy. Born to Iron Man. Speaking of rock and roll, boom, 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 no. I am Iron Man. That's what they say at the beginning of that classic song. There's also an episode, 2 episodes, on heavy metal. So there we talk about the backwards stuff, like when you play Led Zeppelin songs backwards and the demonic command. Like, it gets interesting, guys. It gets pretty interesting. It gets pretty dark as well. And when you talk about rock and roll, you're talking about, living hard and fast. So, dying young, sex, drugs, rock and roll. So yeah, they're not if you want to listen to an episode on that'll relax you, listen to the one on mountains or Steve Jobs. That one will definitely motivate you. If you haven't listened to that one, there's an episode on 2 episodes on Steve Jobs that recently came out. All right, let's see. So anybody else? We got also Kubla taking a stab at it. Looks right as well. And Chris, excellent job, amigos. And Chris figured it out because they're not really grunge. You wouldn't consider Jimi Hendrix to be grunge, but they all have Chris. Wow, nice one. Nice one. They're all from Seattle. The city of Seattle, which is in the state of Washington, not the city of Washington, which there's an FYI on Washington, D.C., but there isn't one on Seattle yet. Interesting. The reason I chose these is I love music from Seattle in general, grunge music, but I like it all. And today in 1889, the Great Seattle Fire destroyed all of downtown Seattle, right? And grunge music would do the same thing many decades later. All right. Excellent job, guys. All right, here is round 2, and good luck. This round, I'm not going to go slow. I'm going to go at an average pace. The first group is SOUNDGARDEN. The second group is PEARL space JAM. The third one is ALICE space IN space CHAINS. The fourth one is NIRVANA. The fifth one, QUEEN SRYCHE. That's probably the one you guys in Spain, I don't know, I'm just guessing, will know about the least, but they're amazing. I'll tell you about these groups in a little bit because there are many groups from Seattle, but I chose these on purpose. And the last one, the legendary left-handed guitarist who played with a right-handed guitar restrung and hung upside down. Yeah, that's right. He didn't play a left-handed guitar, even though he was left-handed. Maybe that was what made him sound so different. And his name spelled is Jimi space HENDRIX. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people, when they think of Seattle, this city, which I've never been to, by the way, they think of grunge music, but also probably, and this is my opinion, but a lot of people share this opinion, possibly the greatest guitarist to ever walk the planet is also from Seattle. And three of these people, three of the lead singers of these bands are KO, dead, kaput. Let's see if you guys know. Not counting the last one. He's a solo artist and he died in his sleep because he choked on his own vomit. Okay, so there are three groups here where the lead singer has died and died young in true rock and roll fashion. Let's see if you guys know. I'll leave you with a little trivia before we go to our commercial break. Let's see if you know not just the three bands, but tell me this. Tell me the names of the three lead singers, not counting number 6, Jimi Hendrix, that are no longer with us. Esto es una forma muy poética de decirlo. Who are no longer with us. And folks, in that time, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I promise it'll be quick. And we'll come back because we got a lot of stuff to cover. Homophones, movies, double trouble, could be a triple trouble. Let's see. I'll tell you right now. Nope. It's a double trouble, but it's going to cause a lot of trouble today. I don't think it's easy. All right, well, all that and much more when we come back. So, stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to the show with no name on Vaughn Radio. Yeah. Woo. That's right. You know it, folks. You know it. It's time for the second half. I can't believe it myself. I can't believe it myself, amigos. The second half of the show. The good thing is you've got amazing programs all day long here on Vaughn Radio. Right after today's show, you've got the lovely Ximena Holiday and her program, Test Your English. After that, you've got Rob and Andy, my great personal friends, who are hosting tomorrow's trivia night. Don't forget, let me give you the date just in case you're not listening to this live. Trivia night, Vaughn Radio Trivia Nights, free, hosted by Rob and Andy of the Lunchtime Show. That is tomorrow, June 7th, 2023, 8:30 p.m. I'm going. I hope to see you there. I hope to see you there. After Rob and Andy, you've got Tosh Pasqua and Back to Basics. Don't forget about Jules Linares and Let's Get Random. Guy Williams and Western Civilization. Dave Boyce and The Salad. And Kyle Miller's Drive Time. If you want more information, go to our website, grupovaughn.com. And if you're not following us on social media, as you say in Spanish, muy mal para ti. Well, there's a lot of stuff coming out. I know personally, I post a video a day or at least some kind of little thing aside from a 2-hour class every day and a 1-hour podcast. Well, 1 hour, if you get both parts, it's around an hour. If not, it's around 25, 26 minutes, kind of like the show with no name. All right, well, folks, we've got to keep it moving along. It's time for Homophones on the Show with No Name in my grunge voice.
Homophones on the show with no name. It's homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. Homophones on the show with no name. Cause homophones time, it's homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no name.
That's right, amigos. That's right. You know it. It is Homophones or Not on the Show with No Name. And I'm going to give you 2 words right now. And I want you to tell me what these words are. And if the 2 words sound identical. The first word is a word I think you should all know. And the word is equipo. So El Equipo A, very famous show, Equipo. And you could be talking about sports here or not. Maybe you're talking about, at work, tu equipo en el trabajo. And it's also a verb when we add the word, well, what word? Well, you know what? I just realized that I'm not going to tell you because it's coming up later. See? Finally, I caught myself and my big mouth. Oh, man, I like to give you clues, but I don't want to give it away now. No te lo quiero soplar tampoco. So, it's equipo y punto. It doesn't mean anything else yet. All right, the second word is a word that means to be full of something. Okay, so in Spanish, I love this one, lo uso mucho, rebosar de, rebosa de juventud, de energía. Estás rebosando. I love the word. It's a beautiful word. Abundar en, bullir de. O sea, so it's pretty crazy here because depending on which word you use in Spanish, it's a different preposition. So abundar en, bullir de. I say rebosar de. That's the one I use. That's the one I've heard. That's why. In the end, you repeat what you heard, right? That's why I always tell you guys to repeat what you hear on this program, on Ximena's program, on all the different programs, all right? And speaking of repeating what you hear, I'm going to repeat our Say What soundbite so you can hear it again. I don't think anybody's gotten it yet. Hopefully somebody will be able to get it. This is the third listen.
Ma, listen, get your stuff together and head for Anniston. Don't argue with me, just go. David, why'd I just send my mother to Atlanta? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I gotta call my brother. I better call my housekeeper. I gotta call my lawyer. Forget my lawyer.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's your Say What soundbite for the third time. I'm going to play it one more time, but you know what, guys? We've got a winner. Unbelievable. Give it up for your classmate, Kubla. Nice job. And you guys can join Kubla because you get one more listen. So that's awesome. And then we'll talk about who it is, where it's from, and all that jazz. Y todo eso. All right, let's take a look at our homophone section over here. Kubla's the first one to participate, and those are the correct words. And he says they're homophones, okay? German, those are the correct words, and you agree with Kubla. All right. Born to Iron. Oh, wait, we've got 3 heavyweights here. 3 pesos pesados. So 3 heavyweights are telling me that these words are homophones. Kubla, German, Born to Iron Man. And Laura, too? Oh, boy. Anybody care to wager against them? To wager is another way to say to bet. Okay? All right, well, let me give you both words. And I think we've seen these words before on the show. The first word I think you know. Go team. The A-Team. Remember that famous show, The A-Team? Team. Es una I latina, no es muy difícil. Team. Ahora, no nos liemos con el nombre Tim. No es Tim Barton, because that would be team, equipo Barton. Y no es Barton, it's Burton. O sea, I'm going to do it a la española and then I'll do it. Tim Barton. Tim Burton. O sea, ni una sílaba igual, ni un vocal igual. So, team, it's not team, it's Tim. Tim. Tim Burton, como si fuera una E. Okay? So Tim Burton, not Team Burton. Team es equipo, and team is also rebosar de. So yes, aún así, no se escriben igual, as you guys. Well, I want to point it out. I like to point it out because not everybody is visually with us right now. Most people are listening. So the first word, team, ya la conoces. No te lo voy a deletrear, right? The second word is T-E-E-M. ¿Qué es lo bueno? Que ya sabes esta palabra, el sonido. Entonces, cuestión de cambiar la A. And a good way to remember it, I think we used it a couple of weeks ago. The team is teeming with confidence. El equipo está a rebosar de, o tiene abundancia de talent. What did I say? I don't remember what word I said, but you get it. Use your own example as always, amigos. And Jonathan, you are, I'm telling you, careful, guys. Jonathan is already reading my mind in the double trouble. Yep, that's right. Unbelievable. But we're getting there. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. No nos adelantemos. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to look at our spelling bee. Again, these were all groups or musicians, artists from Seattle, Washington. The first one, Soundgarden. I don't know if anybody put them there. The 3 people who are no longer with us, the lead singers, we're not counting Jimi Hendrix, which we all know, is Chris Cornell from Soundgarden and Audioslave. And he also had a solo album too. So Chris Cornell, you guys probably know Black Hole Sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black Hole Sun, won't you come? a guy who was always dealing with depression, and he lost. He lost the battle, but you can hear it in his music. And I got to say something, thanks to his music, when I was in high school and going through all those weird emotions and things where you don't know, anything, and you feel like you know everything, but you really don't know shit. Thanks, Chris Cornell. Thanks, Soundgarden, for telling me I wasn't the only one who was feeling that. That's the power of music. That listening to their songs made me not feel alone, alienated. Those normal things that you feel when you're a teenager, right? And your hormones are going crazy, right? So Soundgarden, what a great name and what a great band. The second one, Pearl Jam. It's my wife's favorite group, and I love them too. Now, Eddie Vedder's not dead. So he was the only one, him and Jeff Tate from Queensryche, and we're getting there in a minute. If you don't know Queensryche, you are in for a treat. Os espera un grupazo ahí. Let's just put it this way. Jeff Tate has an operatic voice. So he can hit notes that are just insane. And then you mix that with cool guitars and great lyrics, and you got yourself a kick-ass group. So Pearl Jam, I can't even start to mention how much their songs affected me, helped me throughout my life, and still do to this day. All you have to do is play a Soundgarden song or a Pearl Jam song. Don't call me daughter, not fit to be a picture. So many amazing songs. Pearl Jam. The next one is Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains. There's another one who didn't make it. He overdosed, in this case. Chris Cornell from Soundgarden. He committed suicide. Well, again, what is drugging yourself to death? What is that? That's not committing suicide? Sure it is. So you could say these guys almost had a death wish, right? Alice in Chains. If you're not familiar with Alice in Chains, oh my, talk about amazing voices. And then you've got Jerry Cantrell, who's the guitarist. You can see I know my Seattle bands. Alice in Chains. If you want to hear, you got to listen to Man in the Box. That's a great song. Don't Follow is a masterpiece. Say goodbye, don't follow. It's amazing because it's like a very vocal song, and then it just breaks into, man, you want to hear amazing songs? Listen to Alice in Chains Unplugged. And get ready. Watch it if you can find it. Excellent stuff. Number four, I think everybody knows this one, Nirvana. We all know Kurt Cobain was the lead singer. So that was our third front man or leading man who didn't make it. And Nirvana. Do you guys know the lyrics? With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us. With the lights out, con las luces apagadas, it's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us. Entretennos. Here we are now. Entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Me siento tonto y contagioso. I feel stupid and contagious. A mulatto, an albino, a mosquito, my libido. Libido? You know the word. A denial. To deny something is negar que algo existe. They talk about it a lot with alcoholism. A denial. And one of the coolest things about that song, Smells Like Teen Spirit, is how he takes the word hello and he turns it into how low. Cuán bajo. Hello, how low, hello. What a great ones. And speaking of Unplugged, there you go. You got two amazing videos that you can watch. And it's good because you can read their lips and follow along. Maybe you can even get the lyrics. Alice in Chains and Nirvana Unplugged. Insane. Just mind-blowing performances. And you'll never see those again. Those people. They're not here anymore. The fifth one is the one I said I think you would know the least about, and that's Queensryche. They were a big band in the 80s in the United States, and they're still big. They're touring still. If you like that melodic heavy metal where the voice, his voice, Jeff Tate is the singer. You can listen to his voice. He hits notes. I don't know very much about, you know, the notes and stuff, but he hits notes that I couldn't even get near because I used to sing along, and I still do. Some songs I recommend: Empire. It's interesting. It's about now, and it was written in the 80s. They're building empire, empire. It's an epic song, Empire. One of the ones that was very popular as well is Silent Lucidity. It's a beautiful song, in fact. It's a ballad. Queensryche is the group. Trust me, if you love music, you're going to love these songs. Queensryche, Silent Lucidity. It's beautiful. And another one I'll recommend, Queensryche, Is There Anybody Listening? Is there anyone who smiles without a mask? I can't hit the notes, as I just told you. That's why he's Jeff Tate, and he's got the operatic voice, and he's the lead singer of Queensryche, also from Seattle. And last but not least, Purple haze are in my brain. Lately things don't seem the same. Acting funny, and I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Bow, now, 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 now. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. I know what you heard. You heard, excuse me while I kiss this guy. Es que suena igual. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Dun, dun, dun. The sky or this guy? No sé ni cuál he dicho. They sound exactly the same. And that song is Purple Haze, a love song to LSD. Hey, that was the 60s, folks. Different times. All right, time to move on now, though. It's time for Name That Movie. Name That Movie. That's right, amigos. You know it. It is definitely time for our Say What soundbite here. No, not Say What soundbite. Name That Movie. Oh, my God. Okay, all right, let's focus, Alberto. Come on, guy. All right, here we go. Let's see if you recognize the movie. I'm going to give you a little synopsis. An idealistic staffer for a new presidential candidate gets a crash course on dirty politics during his stint on the campaign trail. Wow. Excellent vocabulary. Yes. All right. So, an idealistic, idílico, I think you say. You know, cree que todo es perfecto en un mundo de rainbows, okay? And a staffer es empleado, okay? Normalmente es personal de medios informativos, personal de la Casa Blanca. So it has to do with the PR, public relations, the press stuff that has to do with politics, okay? So we would call this person a staffer, okay? Viene de la palabra staff, está en la plantilla. An idealistic staffer for a new presidential candidate gets a crash course. We've looked at this one before in the Double Trouble. What is a crash course? It's un curso intensivo a lo bestia. Like a crash course is you start a new job and they say to you, do you know how to use this system? And you're like, I've never seen it before. You're like, okay, well, we've got to work today on it. So I'm going to give you a crash course. Todo en 5 minutos. A crash course on dirty politics, la política sucia, during his stint, su turno, su tiempo, on the campaign trail. And the campaign trail is cuando están buscando votos. Right now in Spain, they're all on the campaign trail. No, en el camino de campaña significa visitando ciudades, haciendo todas lo que se hace. All right? And let's take a look over here. It looks like we've got a winner. Please give it up for Kubla. The movie is called The Ides of March. The Ides of March. Anybody who is interested in the Roman Empire, the Roman Empire. Hey, I just said the song Empire by Queensryche. The Roman Empire. There's an FYI episode on it, by the way, too, on the Roman Empire. And the Ides of March is March 15th. And this is the day where Julius Caesar was assassinated. And in Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, which there's an episode on Shakespeare too, before being stabbed to death, so to be stabbed es que te apuñalan, to death is te matan a puñaladas. Caesar was told, beware the Ides of March. So cool name over there. Let's see. Brad Pitt was originally cast in the movie. Cast es le cogieron. But he was replaced by, oh, what a tremendous talent. Both of them. Brad Pitt, but he was replaced by Philip Seymour Hoffman. Okay. And what else? What else could we say about this? Leonardo DiCaprio was involved, and he dropped out. He was initially going to play the role of Stephen Myers, but he dropped out of the project as an actor. He stayed on as an executive producer. So he believed in the project still. He wanted to be a part of it, but not as an actor. So interesting. And then they ended up casting Ryan Gosling, the famous Ryan Gosling, awesome actor as well. Let's take a look at this. It's a movie that came out in 2011. Again, it's called The Ides of March. And it's one of those movies where you can learn a lot of political vocab. Hey, it's good to know that kind of stuff. You know, I even learned, I remember when we were watching House of Cards, Castillo de Naipes in Español. When we were watching House of Cards, I'm like, okay, what did he say? And even my wife would say, what is that? I'm like, I think that's some kind of abbreviation they use on Capitol Hill, no, en la colina del Capitolio, oficial, in Washington. Not Washington in Seattle, Washington, D.C., as I explained in that episode. So Tom Duffy says, you exude something, okay? And exude, I'm going to look it up because I made a mistake with this one last time. Excuse me. Made a mistake. Rezumar. I said to take somebody out of the grave. Yeah. So it's rezumar, not exhumar. Rezumar, salir, brotar. I've heard that one a lot, brotar. You exude something. You draw people in. What? ¿Dibujas la gente dentro? No. To draw in is to attract. So there's a double trouble with the word, because draw is also triple trouble. A draw is also un empate. But to draw people in is atraerles. You draw people in. Draw, drew, drawn. Irregular. All the reporters love you. Todos los reporteros te aman. Even the ones that hate you love you. Como decimos, they love to hate you. Right? Because you play them like the pieces on a chessboard and make it look effortless. Los juegas, ¿no? Juegas con ellos como si fueran piezas en el ajedrez, on a chessboard. And you make it look effortless. Y haces que parezca que no hay esfuerzo ninguno. And we both know how hard it is constantly being on guard. ¿Te suena? ¿No? Con los brazos arriba. Weighing every word, pesando cada palabra. Every move, cada movimiento. But from the outside, you make it look easy. Haces que parezca fácil. La estructura, you make it look easy. People are scared of you. La gente te teme, le das miedo. Because they don't understand how you do it. No entienden cómo lo haces. And they love you for it. Y te quieren por eso. And they love you for it. And that is the most valuable thing in this business. And I want you to say that with me, that word valuable. It's a difficult one. Valuable. No, we don't say valuable. Nos comemos un poco la valuable. Valuable. It's not valuable. It's valuable. Right? Como medio comido. So it's the most valuable thing in business. The ability to win people's respect. You can say to win or to earn people's respect by making them mistake their fear for love, haciendo que ellos confundan su miedo por el amor, el cariño. And that's what they always say, right? Leaders always say this. They say, is it better to be feared or is it better to be loved? And you know what I say? Why do you have to choose? Why can't you sometimes be loved and sometimes be like, Alberto's not going to like this, right? where it's not fear, but it's, you set limitations where you guys know in my class, what is expected of you. And you guys do it every day. So awesome. But right now, we've got to go to a quick commercial break, amigos. We'll be right back with the fourth and final part of today's show. So stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to a show with no name on Fawn Radio. Yeah, so much to do. And we've got 26 minutes to make it happen. Welcome back. Don't forget to stay tuned in after today's show for the lovely Ximena Holiday and her program, Test Your English. So many great shows here on Vaughn Radio. And we'll see you June 7th, Wednesday, June 7th in Madrid, 8:30 p.m. at Roll Madrid. It's Calle de Amaniel, 23. Rob and Andy will be hosting a free Vaughn Radio Trivia Night. Yeah. You know it, folks. Yeah. Show with no name, Vaughn Radio. All right, amigos. Also, don't forget to pick up my latest book. This book is the shit. If you don't have the other two, pick up a copy. This book is the milk, and this book is the milk too. They are available at vaughntienda.com or wherever fine books are sold. Yeah, all right, guys, let's get right back into things with today's Double Trouble.
Double trouble, baby. Yeah, you know what time it is. Give it up.
Double trouble. I said double trouble. Double trouble. I said double trouble. That's right, amigos. It's Double Trouble, only on the show with no name. And as always, we're going to take a look at a translation here, but you have to use the same word twice. and I almost gave it away. Casi lo soplo, me and my big freaking mouth. And Jonathan, you're already on the right track. Ya vas tú por buen camino, Jonathan. So if you saw Jonathan's comment before, it might give you a little hand here in our double trouble. All right, let's see today's double trouble. We'll see if you guys can figure it out. Vamos a unirnos o hacer piña con ellos. Porque trabajar en equipo es mejor que trabajar solo. Ahora, no es literal la segunda parte. ¿Ok? Es una frase hecha. I know you can probably use the same word twice sin la frase hecha. That's why I'm telling you. And it's okay, it's correct, but I'm looking for an idiomatic expression in the second part there. Okay, so vamos a unirnos con ellos o hacer piña con ellos. We're going to make pineapple with them. Me encanta eso. We're going to make pineapple. Vamos a hacer piña. We're gonna, so vamos a unir, me quedo con el español. Vamos a unirnos o hacer piña con ellos. ¿Por qué? Idiomatic expression. Trabajar en equipo siempre es mejor que trabajar solo. All right, there you go. There's your double trouble. Also, I've got to give you guys your Say What soundbite for the fourth and final time. Good luck.
Listen, get your stuff together and head for annexes. Don't argue with me, just go. David, why did I just send my mother to Atlanta? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I gotta call my brother. I better call my housekeeper. I gotta call my lawyer. Forget my lawyer.
All right. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was the last listen. Hopefully somebody will be able to figure it out. All right, amigos. So let me check here. The Ides of March. Kubla says, I wonder if being a rock star requires riding the perilous horse. And good vocabulary there. Let me give you a totally native there. Horse is heroin. Yeah, a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them, yeah. They get involved in drugs, alcohol, just an unhealthy lifestyle, right? Unhealthy habits. And I get it. They're on the road all the time, but, then if you want to still do tours like Guns N' Roses, who I'm going to see on Friday in Madrid, by the way, then you're going to want to take care of yourself, especially when you start to get older. I'm speaking from experience here. All right, let's take a look over here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what you guys came up with. I want to get a little sports crowd going here. All right. Born to Iron Man. He says, let's team up with them. So far, so good. Let's team up with them, hacer equipo, to team up with someone, because teamwork is better than working by oneself. All right. It's not the expression, but we'll take it. It's not the idiomatic expression there, but teamwork, trabajo en equipo, I'll take it. Let's see if anybody gets the idiomatic expression. Kubla says, let's team up. Great, guys, you got the first part. Let's team up because work team, esa sí que es, esa no se dice. Teamwork, right? Al revés. So let's team up because teamwork is better than working alone. Right? Porque no suena bien, than work alone. Right? It sounds like you're using the verb then instead of the noun. It sounds weird. I would say working alone there. Okay? So tough one here. I'm noticing it's pretty tough. All right, let's see if anybody's got it perfect here. Leo says, let's team up with them. All right, I'll take it. Let's team up with them. And because teamwork is better than working alone. All right, I'm going to give it to you. Like I said, that's perfect, Leo. Grammatically, too. So great job. Monse. Let's team up with them. A little more teamwork wouldn't hurt. No, wouldn't hurt any of us. Great, Monse. All right. German's like, I'm going to take a look at what Jonathan said before. And German says, let's team up with them because you can't spell team without me. You're on the right track. Okay? So let's see. The last Mohican says, teamwork makes dream work. I like it, but you're missing... I like it. It's succinct. I'm going to give it to you. I like rhyming stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the one I'm looking for, the idiomatic expression I wanted to teach you. And you know who's got it? Give it up for your classmate, Laura. Going above and beyond. Excellent job, Laura. So Laura says, let's team up with them. Vamos a juntarnos, a hacer piña con ellos. Let's team up with them because there's no I in team. Do you know the expression? Cuando alguien dice, pero yo quiero, there's no I in team. Esto no va de individuales, esto va del equipo. No hay un yo, un I. No, en inglés, I es yo. So when somebody's, maybe they're being a bad sport or they don't want to play, they're not a good team player, you remind them, y esto lo hacían siempre de pequeño, said, there's no I in team. Pero ¿sabes la respuesta esa que nos lo dio ahí? Was it Nihad? He said, but there is a me. Bueno, son cosas culturales, things that either you know or you don't know. And Laura nailed it. Nice job. So we're going to team up with them because there's no I in team, que significa trabajando juntos siempre es mejor. All right, folks, it's time to move on, though, to your joking. Thank you. Okay, what did the guy say when he walked into the bar? Ouch. Ouch. You get it? Ouch. He walked into the bar. You're joking. That's right, amigos. You're joking. Only on the show with no name, where we're going to take a look at some jokes right now, and we'll see if you guys get these jokes. Now, these are all jokes that are they all revolve around the American game. What does that mean? The American game. Well, if you heard the FYI episode on baseball, you know we have an expression that says it's as American as baseball. So before we take a look at these jokes, here's the intro to the FYI episode on baseball. Oh, and the bonus episode is available too. And the bonus episode is chock full of, it's teeming with, toma, para usar el vocabulario de antes, it's teeming with great idiomatic expressions like there's no I in team. It's often called America's national pastime. We innately identify with it. We put it on a pedestal. But most of all, we get excited about the entire enthralling experience. There's nothing like the raucous roar of the crowd when they hear the crack of the ball against the bat. Grab your jerseys and mitts as we break down baseball on today's FYI. Welcome to For Your Info. There you go, folks. Give it a listen. You got both episodes. I shared the links over there. And remember, you can learn about different topics as you learn English on FYI, For Your English. All right, let's take a look at our jokes here. Where do they keep the largest diamond in New York City? Where do they keep the largest diamond in New York City. Easy. Yankee Stadium. Yeah? Did you get it? I know we've got a few baseball fans in the house. I think you got it. Not a tough one. No es tan difícil hoy. Think about the shape of the field. Piensa de cómo es el campo. Not the outfield. Okay? If you think about where the bases are and home plate. So you've got home plate, you got first base, second base, third base. Okay, the infield. What shape is it? If you look at those bases, it's a diamond. So a lot of times when we talk about a diamond in context, we're talking about a baseball diamond. Oh, and by the way, there's an FYI episode on diamonds too. I don't remember if I shared this usage of it. So yeah, where do they keep the largest diamond in New York City? Yankee Stadium. Yeah, and don't try and yank it from the stadium. Yank, arrancar, Yankees. The Yanks, we call them the Yanks. Go Yanks! Don't try and yank it. Okay, all right, fine. Pero fijaos, no he dicho diamond, he dicho diamond. And if you ever get a chance to see the Bronx Bombers play, you should go. What? Los bombeadores de los Bronx? Yeah, that's what we call the Yankees. The Bronx, Yankee Stadium is in the Bronx, right? So the Bronx Bombers. Yeah, así se llaman. All right, here's another one for you. Just in case you didn't like that joke. What's the difference between a pickpocket and an umpire? Okay, a pickpocket is un carterista, somebody who pickpockets people. All right, we looked at this word the other day. And an umpire is what you call the referee in baseball. An umpire. Yo antes de pequeño pensaba que era empire. Yo oía imperio. I'm like, the umpire strikes back, right? El árbitro contraataca. Empire es la canción de Queensryche, the Roman Empire. And this one is umpire, con UM. So what's the difference between a pickpocket and an umpire? Easy. One steals watches and one watches steals. No? One steals watches, relojes, and one watches steals. Well, if you're the umpire, you're watching the pitches, los lanzamientos, but you also have to watch the bases. And you can steal a base, que significa that you can run to the next base without the person hitting it. Obviously, there are rules, and I won't get into them. But you can advance that way by stealing bases. So you get it now? One steals watches, uno roba, ¿cómo es la palabra? Relojes. And one watches steals, vigila cuando roban la base. Okay, last one. What did the baseball glove, y fijaos, he hecho glove, suena como love. I love this glove. No sé por qué love lo dice bien la gente, pero por alguna razón cuando viene con la G, dicen glove. Es igual que love. I love this glove. It's absolutely fantastic. A glove or a mitt, a baseball mitt, a catcher's mitt, the catcher, the pitcher. We can go, again, listen to the episode. You'll have it in there, plus the idiomatic expressions that we use. So what did the baseball glove say to the ball? Catch you later. No? Catch you later. Well, one of the objectives of the defending team is to catch a ball, right? A pop fly, a ball that's up in the air. Catch it. Catch you later. Hasta luego. Catch you later. Es muy americano esa forma de decir hasta luego. Nos vemos luego. Catch you later. And catch you later. Te pillo al aire luego. All right, folks, it's time to move on. Lucky for you, it's time for famous birthday trivia.
1, 2, 3. Famous birthdays for you. Famous birthdays for me. Famous birthdays for
That's right, amigos. It's your famous birthday trivia here. I'm going to tell you 3 people who are celebrating a birthday, and we'll see if you can figure out who they are. The first person was born in 1936. He died in 2008. He was an American soul singer and lead vocalist of the group, amazing group, the Four Tops. The Four Tops, I'm sure you know them from Motown. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Another one. Sugar pie, honey bun. You know that I love you. And it's the same old song. Reach out, I'll be there to give you all the loving you need. We're talking about some of the greatest songs ever written and ever sung. And if you don't know the Four Tops, you are missing out. And this guy, interesting, he was the most prominent member of the group. And in many cases, what would happen is it would go from the Supremes to Diana Ross and the Supremes, and the Miracles to Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. And in this case, he never, even though he was kind of the powerhouse, you know, the Justin Timberlake, if you will, you know, the NSYNC, again. Well, he never took the name of the band. He never put his name in front of the name of the band because he believed there's no I in team, right? There's a perfect example. Next up, an Italian-American actor, producer. He was in Private Parts, great movie about Howard Stern. He was also in Saving Private Ryan, Man on the Moon with Jim Carrey, Big Mama's House, Big Fat Liar, and so many other movies. The guy has won awards for his acting, and he's very, very talented. And next up, another guy who has won awards for writing plays, for acting, for producing. He was in Mrs. Doubtfire. He's the friend who gives him the makeover, que le hace la señora, a Robin Williams. He was in, what's it called as well? Independence Day, I believe, yeah, Independence Day, which is about the end of the world. And he's got a very distinct voice. He's from New York, and he's got a very, very rough voice. He's got a Brooklyn accent, and his voice is very raspy, and it's very distinct. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Chris Van Ryn. Number 1. Levi Stubbs. Levi Stubbs. Check him out if you don't know who he is. Number 2, Paul Giamatti. And number 3, Harvey Fierstein. He is just, he is teeming with talent. And this is Harvey Fierstein in the movie Independence Day. And he's just told by Jeff Goldblum's character, we got to get the out of Dodge. Tenemos que marcharnos y ya. Tenemos que pirarnos corriendo. So he's on the phone frantically saying, Ma, get your stuff together. Junta tus cosas and head for Aunt Esther's. Esther. Okay? Head for Aunt Esther's. Don't argue with me. Just go. And he hangs up. He says, David, why did I just send my mother to Atlanta? ¿Por qué acabo de mandar mi madre a Atlanta? And he goes, oh my God. I got to call my brother. I got to call my housekeeper. And I got to call my lawyer. Nah, forget my lawyer. So funny stuff there. The extremely talented Harvey Fierstein. I'm going to destroy my voice here.
Ma, listen, get your stuff together and head for anesthesia. Don't argue with me, just go. David, why did I just send my mother to Atlanta? Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta call my brother. I better call my housekeeper. I gotta call my lawyer. Forget my lawyer.
All right, there you go, folks. A little comic relief there at the end of the world, you know. All right, well, we're not going to give you the jingle for today's Name That Lyric because that's just another 30 seconds we don't have. So Is Name That Lyric only on the show with no name. Welcome to Name That Lyric, folks. We're here for Name That Lyric. I'm going to give it to you because we only have 2 minutes. It's the Four Tops, and it's Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. This is when music was innocent, beautiful, pure. And I've given you guys, I noticed today, I've given you tons of musical recommendations. I hope you give them a listen. If you trust me, and I know you trust me with your English, but if you trust me with music, you're about to discover some really cool groups and songs today. Also, I hope you discovered a lot of English by the looks of it. Al parecer. It looks like you guys have learned. And you are teeming with energy. You are psyched to stay tuned with my great friend Ximena Holiday, who will be at the book fair too on Sunday. So Sunday, the 11th of June, is a huge day. Es un día muy grande. It's the last day of the book fair. For our amigos in Barcelona, we'll be there on the 16th, Libreria Alibri, and that is at 6:30 p.m. If you follow me on social media or follow Vaughn, you'll have all that information at your fingertips. But, folks, you did a wonderful job. As always, thanks for bringing the magic and doing it every day, day in, day out. It's an absolute pleasure, and I dedicate this song to you guys because I need your loving. No en ese sentido. I mean, vuestro cariño. It's very important to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's keep having fun together. Amigos, the show with no name is signing off. Despidiéndonos. But don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow with more. We'll rock and we'll roll. Ciao for now.